Hi there, welcome to Prime Sports with me, Razak Musbao, and the sports is brought to you by Latina Travel and Tours Global Football Festival. Latina Travels is taking Team Ghana to the biggest global football event on the planet, and it's happening, of course, in America, Canada, and Mexico. And your Latina travel package will include visa to watch all 3 group stage matches, 3 official match ticket, return charter flight, top-class hotel accommodation. You've got travel insurance and exclusive access to business networking events across all 3 host nations. So just call Latina Travels on 0244-260-789 today, or visit them at Alisa Hotel, North Ridge, and secure your spot on this once-in-a-lifetime journey. But let's start with the Accra Heart of Folk, because they have announced the appointment of Julius Emunah as the club's new managing director. Emunah replaces Delali Anko Adiama, whose contract was not renewed following its expiration last month. A club statement which was issued earlier today noted that Julius Emunah will take care of the administrative matters of the club, and from the statement, the board expressed full confidence in Emunah's ability to steer Hearts of Oak into new era of professionalism, transparency, and competitiveness in line with international best practices. And he also said that Emunah will oversee the club's administrative, commercial, and sporting operations, working closely with the technical team, players, supporters, sponsors, and other stakeholders to ensure sustainable growth and long-term success. Well, this is a major development in Accra Heart of Folk as the club look to reposition itself. My colleague Victor Achutamaklo has been exploring the areas that the new managing director will have to focus in his bid to reposition Accra Heart of Folk as a powerhouse on the continent.
In the simplest of terms, the recruitment. The brand of football they play, the sort of coaches they hire. For the longest time, Hearts of Oak have recruited players through unseen hands. If you ask the club who recruits for Hearts of Oak, who scouts for Hearts of Oak, they will just tell you we have scouts. But there's nobody that the supporters can hold responsible and say, this is the person responsible for bringing in player A, or he's the reason we have this kind of squad. He needs to put a structure in place. He can decide to take personal control of the team's recruitment. He can decide to put together a recruitment team or creates a portfolio of a technical director. Whichever way he chooses to go, Hearts of Oak need that. They need a more scientific way of signing players, because as we speak, the norm has been that if Hearts of Oak signs a player, whether the player performs or not, they will see out the duration of their contracts. Like the sort of job security players that Accra Hearts of Oak enjoy is unheard of. But in every progressive environment, you want a situation where the club has set its targets for each player. And so by the end of year 1, there are objectives the player must have met.
Down to the 2 other things that you think you should focus on so that we can make some progress here.
Bringing in commercial value.
Okay.
At the moment, everything comes from the pockets of Togoyafede. That's not acceptable. For a club of Accra Hearts of Oak, they need to begin the processes of finding sustainable revenue streams. So that has to be done. The other part is supporter mobilization. And I think it ties into the bit about revenue. There has been concerns, or there has been talks about ensuring that you are able to register the fan base of Accra Hearts of Oak so that you can put numbers to it and say, maybe as we speak, we have 2 million or 1 million supporters, and this is the value we can get, because it also, for example, the phobia assure that Accra Hearts of Oak are running with their insurance partners. What is the value that those companies are getting for prospective or potential sponsors to look at you and say, okay, you are given this amount of value because of your association with this company. They are getting 500,000 subscriptions and all of that. All of those are things that could be significant, because if, for example, you have 2 million active subscribers on a supporter platform, and each of them is even contributing 1 cedi a month, that's 2 million Ghana cedis that the club is making, and money that you could use.
Now, let's stay in the Ghana Premier League, because Asante Kotoko saying that effort to bring justice for slain supporter Nana Pole has made little progress 1 year after his death. Now, yesterday was exactly 1 year since Kotoko supporter Nana Pole was stabbed to death in Nswansea during a Ghana Premier League clash between Kotoko and Nswansea. No one has been prosecuted as the case continues to linger in court. Now, Safu Duku is a lawyer and spokesperson for the club.
The club Asante Kotoko has for the past 365 days been a somber mood, and Foley was not just a football fan, but he was indeed a passionate one. And if we remember how senseless that act of violence resulted to his death, then we cannot forget the pain. Even as we speak now, throughout the 1 year period, we have continued to feel his absence. And he was somebody who actually lived for the beautiful game that his life had to be cut short in that manner. Because till date, there hasn't been any serious headway as far as the prosecution of some accused persons are concerned. More especially, somebody who majority or of the people think that he actually committed the act, even though that is yet to be proven. The facts before the courts. That is what we have been told, that one person actually did that act, and till date he has not been arrested, and that is so sad.
Lawyer, you've been representing Kotoko throughout these court cases. I mean, involving some of the accused people who were mentioned. What has dragged the issue? Why are we yet to make headway as regards this particular case?
Well, the prosecution has insisted that investigations are still ongoing and that they have submitted some exhibits to the forensic unit for examination, and the report is yet to come. It is believed that the report from the forensic test would help their case. And for that matter, we have all been waiting for that report. The last adjournment was taken in view of the fact that the magistrate who has been sitting on the case has been promoted to the circuit court, and so he was not available. The implication is that he will not continue the case. Right now, I would say that we are, in simple terms, I would say that we are at the preliminary stage of the case. That has been the judicial system. You can't rule out the delay. It has been part of us, and it's quite unfortunate.
Well, let's turn attention to the 2026 FIFA World Cup now. And the Black Stars forward Antoine Semenyo believes that Ghana can make a strong statement at the tournament. Of course, Ghana have been drawn in a challenging group alongside England, Croatia, and Panama for the tournament, which will be hosted across Canada, Mexico, and the United States. Now, Semenyo, who has spent his entire professional career in England, will come up against the Three Lions when the Black Stars face England in their second group match on June 23 in Boston. And of course, the Manchester City forward acknowledged the difficulty of the encounter, but insisted that Ghana will approach the game with confidence and a desire to prove a point on the world stage. But before we hear from Semenyo, let me take you to Ivory Coast, because the FIFA World Cup trophy has landed in Ivory Coast, and well, Muftar Nabila is part of the Ghanaian contingent in Ivory Coast, and he joins me via Zoom for an update on all that happened today at the unveiling of the FIFA World Cup trophy. Muftar, thank you very much for joining us. Tell us what happened today with the FIFA World Cup trophy in Ivory Coast.
Well, it was a sight to behold, a moment of pride for not just the people of Ivory Coast, but for the rest of the continent. One of the exciting moments in this trophy landing in Ivory Coast is the fact that ordinary fans had access to take pictures with the FIFA World Cup trophy. And in fact, some of the interviews that we had that we'll be bringing to our viewers in our subsequent bulletins, some of them were actually telling me that they believe seeing the World Cup trophy at close range inspires you to aim for glory. So they believe that with the FIFA World Cup trophy in the continent, maybe the time is ripe for an African country to finally lay its hands on the FIFA World Cup trophy. So when it arrived at the airport at about 10 o'clock a.m., it was taken all the way up to the president's office, to the vice president's office, and subsequently it was brought to our hotel, which is Sofitel Hotel in Ivory Coast, where fans had an opportunity of taking photos with a trophy. The media were also present. We had opportunity of taking a photo. I took a photo myself. And when I got closer to the photo, I said, this is the time for the Black Stars to win the trophy. So it's been quite an exciting moment. This is the most recognizable trophy in the world. This is a symbol of pride. And for the people of Ivory Coast, it is a pleasure for them to host it. Marcel Desailly actually spoke about the fact that he believes one African country will make it to the final at the FIFA World Cup. From a Ghanaian perspective, I'm hoping it is Ghana. Marcel Desailly himself is hoping it is Ghana. I had a conversation, an interview with the Vice President of Coca-Cola in West Africa. He spoke about how Ghana has got a very good team. So hopefully Ghana will be in the final of the FIFA World Cup. So Musbao, that is basically what I can share with you in terms of the presentation of the trophy in Ivory Coast. From here, based on my conversation I had with Marcel Desailly, the trophy is going to Morocco, and then they will take it back to Europe.
Well, Muftau, thank you very much. And of course, looking forward to what you'll bring us from Ivory Coast. Of course, hoping that Jonas will do well and go on to help the Black Stars at the World Cup. That's what we have for you in Prime Sports tonight with me, Razak Musbao. Thank you very much for your company.